The Cincinnati Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, and that is unbelievable. Who's seen this coming? Who? Before this year started. Last year, the Bengals were 4-11. Pathetic. But they made a draft pick, Joe Burrow, and he played. Joe Burrow, what a stud quarterback. Joe Burrow shows you, if you didn't already know, the importance of a quarterback. The Bengals, their defense, the offense, it shows you once again the importance of good coaching. And let's hope that Justin Fields can do what Joe Burrow has done. Let's hope that the new coaching can do what the coaching for the Bengals has done and for the 49ers. Oh my gosh, dude. So 27-24, the Bengals defense made adjustments and Kansas City's offense could not make counter adjustments. That's the reality. If you're a Chiefs fan, you're wishing they kicked the field goal at the end of the first half. Obviously, that's what you're wishing. But you look at the second half, Kansas City got shut down. That's just coaching. Bengals had better defensive coaching in the second half than Kansas City had offensively or defensively. So you look at the total yards, passing yards, rushing, yards per play, first downs. It was a good game. It was time of possession. Look at that. 45 minutes to 29 minutes. 2 interceptions by Mahomes. 45 minutes time of possession. That's what it's all about. Get the ball, keep the ball. That's what you want to do. And that's what they did. So I'm in shock. I am. The Bengals, last year, they had 4 wins. Last year, after the Bengals played, no one thought, well, next year, they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Who was saying that? Who was thinking that? But it happened. It happens all the time, actually. Actually, if you really look at the history of NFL, teams that are terrible go to the playoffs the next year. Or they were in the playoffs and they don't go to the playoffs the next year. It happens quite a bit in the NFL. So the Bengals were 4-11. All right? And now they're going to the AFC title game. It's unbelievable. So congratulations to Cincinnati. This is just unbelievable. I mean, it truly is. I didn't see this coming. It was a good game. Patrick Mahomes had his chance. He had 2 chances. Patrick Mahomes had 2 chances to win this game, and he failed each time. So if you're a Kansas City fan, you have to admit, Patrick Mahomes had his chances, and he blew them, period. And the Bengals didn't blow their chance. That's the bottom line. So the Cincinnati Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. They're going to the Super Bowl. And I tell you what gets me hyped? The Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears this past season were better than the Bengals were last year. The Bears have Justin Fields, but he didn't have a good coach. The Bears didn't have good coaching. Do they have good coaching? We're going to find out. But here's what I do know. Justin Fields and good coaching can take the Bears from a non-playoff team to the Super Bowl in 1 year. It can happen. The Cincinnati Bengals have shown you that it can happen. And the Bengals, by the way, are now 13-7. They're 13-7 right now. They have 7 losses, okay? So it's not like the Bengals were some amazing team throughout the regular season. But when it mattered the most in the playoffs, they just win. And so if you're a Chicago Bear fan, this gives you hope. If the Bengals can do it. The Cincinnati Bengals were a bigger joke of an organization than the Bears were. And you know that's a fact. Remember the Cincinnati Bengals? Their fans wearing bags over their heads? The Bengals were a joke. But now they're in the Super Bowl. This can happen to the Bears. We have Justin Fields. Is he as good as Joe Burrow? We're going to find out. Can the coaching be at a high level like the Bengals 49ers, for example? We're going to find out. And I know we all hope that it is. But as unbelievable as the Cincinnati Bengals going to the Super Bowl is, wouldn't it be just so much more unbelievable if our Chicago Bears went to the Super Bowl next year? And just so you know, so there's no I just want you guys to know this. The Bengals won 2 games. The 1920 season, the Bengals won 2 games. Who in the world seen a bright future for that team? No one. They draft Joe Burrow. They win 4 games. 2-game improvement. Who in the world was forecasting a Super Bowl the next season? No one. And then you go to this year. They were 10-7. Who was forecasting the Cincinnati Bengals going to the Super Bowl? But it happened anyway. I'm telling you right now, the Chicago Bears, I know it's a big if. 2 big ifs. If the coaching is there, if Justin Fields is a stud quarterback, the Chicago Bears could go to the Super Bowl too. And before you tell me in the comments, there is no way, there is no chance, I want you to talk to Cincinnati Bengal fans. I want you to talk to them when they had the same thought as you. There's no way, there's no chance. This team won 4 games last year. They were 10-7 this year. There's no way they're going to go to the Super Bowl. But they did anyway. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter what fans think. It matters what the team does. Regardless if we believe it can happen to the Bears or not, it's up to the coaching and to the players to make it happen. If the Bengals can do it, the Bears can do it. So seeing the Bengals go to the Super Bowl, it gets me hype. It gives me hope that the Bears can do it. They have Justin Fields. They have David Montgomery. They have Darnell Mooney. Do they keep Allen Robinson or do they try to get an upgrade? Can Cole Kmet be a viable tight end? The offensive line, can that be improved with another addition? We're going to find out. But I am hopeful after seeing this. And remember, the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line is not good at all. The Chicago Bears have a better offensive line than the Cincinnati Bengals. That's a fact. So it's not like the Bears are empty of any kind of talent. They're not. I believe David Montgomery is one of the best running backs in the NFL, if not the best. And he'll get his chance with competent coaching to prove it. If Justin Fields is who we hope he is, dude's going to be the best quarterback in the NFC. Easily, if he is who we hope he is. But coaching is going to determine the whole thing. The talent and the coaching, it's going to determine what happens. But like I said, talk to Cincinnati Bengal fans. When they were a 2-win team, who was thinking Super Bowl? When they were a 4-win team, who was thinking Super Bowl? But here they are today. It's unbelievable. This is sports. This is the NFL. In the NFL, anything can happen. You can be a 4-win team one year and be in the Super Bowl the next year. It can happen. And there's so many examples of it happening. The latest is the Cincinnati Bengals. 10-7 on the year, and they're going to the Super Bowl. They just went into Kansas City and beat them. This is unbelievable. So if you're a Chicago Bear fan, I want you to have hope. Have hope that Justin Fields is the man. Have hope that the coaching will be elite. Have hope. Let them take your hope from you. Have hope until it's taken away from you. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to choose to have hope until it's taken from me. I'm going to choose to have the hope that Justin Fields is the man, that David Montgomery will get his chance to show the world he is the best, that coaching does make a difference, and the offense will be greatly improved, and that the defense will be even better because they're going to get coached better. That's for sure. So I'm telling you, I'm hyped. But the Cincinnati Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. The Cincinnati Bengals. They're in the Super Bowl. This is unbelievable. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? And once again, before you tell me there's no way the Bears can do it, I don't want to hear that, because you sound just like the Cincinnati Bengal fan who said that when their team was trying to do something. Once again, it can happen. It can happen. The Bears were a better team this year than the Bengals were last year. That is a fact, not an opinion. And that was with terrible coaching. So the Bears are already ahead of the Bengals as far as a starting point. So you give them good coaching, you have Justin Fields, I'm telling you, it can happen. Will it? To be determined. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? I'm excited. Bear down.